Please welcome Mitch Winehouse. Mitch, a time of great sadness, obviously, still, but tell us about this exhibition, this celebratory exhibition. Where is it and what can we see?
It's at the Proud Gallery in Camden, and it's just one of many things that are events in Camden that are happening throughout the month of September, culminating in a parachute jump, not in Camden, but
not many places to land easily in Camden.
And Janice, Amy's mum's, jumping out of a plane along with 29 other people. So lots happening in September, but the exhibition is something special at the Proud Gallery, and we were there. I was there before, and some of the photographs of Amy are superb, and there's lots of fan art as well. And this is some of the
so
stuff that we bought.
These are the things that the fans left.
Yeah, this is just a small sample of some of the wonderful gifts and guitars and photographs and poems, and there was art from a four-year-old child. It's very emotional. Did a painting of Amy going up to heaven with the angels. Just beautiful. And that's what this exhibition's all about. It's really lovely. And
photographs that haven't been seen before in some instances as well.
A lot of them are they're new to me, even. Yeah.
Were you astonished at the sort of reaction to Amy's death, the affection that people felt for her? Because, you know, she was a wild child.
Well, she wasn't such a wild child, I've got to tell you. You know, a lot of that... I mean, she was a lovely girl, really. You know, she was a very strong young lady, a very talented young lady, but with a lot of people like her, that she had large problems as well, which in the main she dealt with. I mean, it might seem strange to say, but, you know, I think we've spoken about this before. She dealt successfully with her drug addiction, and she was doing really well with her alcoholism. In fact, the last 6 weeks of her life, 5 weeks, 5 days, she didn't drink. The last 2 days, she drank an enormous amount, and that's when the accident happened. So she was doing really, really, really well, but she was a lovely kid.
How do you avoid, as a parent, because there'll be a lot of parents out there in a similar situation, how do you avoid, as any parent would naturally do, how do you avoid blaming yourself when something like this happens? Because I guess you do a bit, Mitch. I mean, because you're a dad. I mean, I'm not remotely laying any blame, but you must think. Well, how do you avoid it?
The thing is that ultimately the person who is dealing with the addiction is responsible for themselves. Unless they're a small child, you're not going to get many small children dealing with addictions, but certainly, or a very young adult. After they have turned 18, a lot of that is out of your control anyway. And I'm sure there are people here today who have struggled with addiction within their families, and they will tell you how difficult it is to cope with it and to deal with it. And ultimately, the responsibility lies with the person who is suffering from the addiction. You can stand on your head, you can pretend that you're dying, as I did. You can... If my mum had come down from heaven in a fiery chariot and said to Amy, stop drinking, stop taking drugs, it wouldn't have made any difference. And a lot of people come out at the other end, and some people don't come out at the other end. And that's basically... I don't blame myself or my family for anything.
You've done a lot to remember Amy by what you might call good works. I mean, the foundation itself has raised a heck of a lot of money now. And where does that money go? What sort of things are you supporting?
OK, well, we've raised more, but we've donated over £600,000. I think we spoke to you in the early days about the work we were doing in children's hospices. We carry that on. We're working in the Camden area. We're feeding 65 homeless young people every day a hot meal, otherwise they wouldn't be eating properly. We have the music project, our own music project. We have a music project at the Roundhouse. We have 3 scholarships at Sylvia Young, which was the school that Amy went to. And the most important thing, I think, and the longest running project that we'll have with the most impact will be the Amy Schools project, which is an alcohol and drugs project, also incorporating bullying, self-harm, self-image, all the kinds of things that affect young people today. We do that with our clinical partners at Action, working with people who are in recovery, delivering the main message. We're in 50 schools up and down the country, starting this week, September.
Getting something positive.
50,000 kids will get the message this year. So even after just over 2 years of Amy's passing, a lot of young people are getting a very positive message from Amy.
And what about you? What are you doing now, apart from organising all this?
Well, you know, we have I mean, thank God we have the foundation, because I don't know, you know, it's been very difficult, as anybody who's lost a child, or anybody for that matter, knows how difficult it is dealing with our grief. But the foundation has just been incredible for us, incredibly positive. And I have my own singing career.
Too.
Yeah.
So the new,
new
album?
Well, I sang on your show a few months ago. No, last
it's
year.
Longer than you think.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. Seems like a few months ago. So, yeah, we have another album. I have another album coming out, I think, in early part of next year. Obviously, all the profits go to the foundation. So it's exciting. It's exciting times. But you know what? I wish it was the way that it used to be. And Amy was here. And we should have been doing this stuff while Amy was still alive. But like everything else, we didn't. But, you know, we're trying to do the best that we can.
She lives on through her own music and through her dad's as well.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming. The Amy Winehouse For You, I Was a Flame exhibition will be on at the Proud Galleries in Camden from today until the 6th of October. My thanks to Mitch Winehouse. Thanks, Mitch.
Thanks very much.